your business, a day at the beach, and they make a great gift idea. See for yourself at MysticCornholeCompany.com.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
It's an Old Rock Thursday. Music the way it should be, or at least used to be, on The Frangie Show.
Welcome back to The Frangie Show on a Stanley Pools Thursday. Always an Old Rock Thursday. And don't miss Metallica, that of course is this band, as they make history, performing 2 headlining nights featuring 2 incredible sets, ensuring an unforgettable weekend of rock. That comes up at the Welcome to Rockville Festival in 2020. That would be May 8th, 9th, and 10th. And we have 3 pairs of general admission passes to give away today. We're going to give away our first set right here. Caller number 1-641-1010 wins the first pair, the fastest dialer. If you don't win, the passes go on sale Monday, October 14th at noon.
So Metallica today on Old Rock Thursday. Let's get to some of these comments from Jimmy Smith in just a bit. Jimmy Smith was on primetime, Gibby. If we can get to just some of these, what I probably would like to do is start with, I think he spoke 3 times about Jalen Ramsey. And again, this is Jimmy Smith, who's obviously in the pride of the Jaguars. As a guest today on XL Primetime, he was asked today what he would expect from Jalen as a teammate.
All his teammates want him to do is be on the field when it's time to be on the field, produce when it's time to produce. That's what they need. All the other, media drama that's going on, they can do without that. They just want him on the field, be accountable, and be the Jalen Ramsey that we all know he can be.
Jimmy also spoke about what he thinks Jalen needs to do, which is play and not get too caught up in the contract stuff.
He's going to get his payday when the timing is right. Right now ain't the time. It's time to play football and prove yourself, continue to prove yourself, because the last thing you want is to give him his money and he acts a fool, like he's been doing.
And I think Jimmy makes the point that it may be a bad precedent to pay now.
I'm sure Shad, and he's mentioned that he wants to pay Jalen, but, you just got to – one thing you don't want to do is set a precedence for other guys to come in and do the same, act the same way that Jalen Ramsey. And they say all publicity is good publicity, but in terms of the Jaguars, it wasn't, because it seemed like it was breaking the team apart.
The comments of Jimmy Smith. I don't think it's breaking the team apart. I think there's a solidarity with or without him. I think it's a close-knit team. Do you get that sense?
I do get that sense. I don't get the sense that this has anything to do with what's going on in the locker room.
Yeah, I don't either. So I don't think that's in play here. I think beyond that, I think as far as it relates to Jimmy and Jalen getting paid, I still, and I've said this all along, I still don't think this is about that. I think he knows he's getting a bunch of money. I think it's about not wanting to be here, not liking the decisions the front office has made with regard to other guys, not thinking this team's going to win, and just wanting to be somewhere else. I don't think because you haven't re-upped. I don't. I think he's still got this year and next year on the 5th-year option, which is going to pay him, $12-13 million, give or take? Mm-hmm. So I just trying to read the tea leaves of what Jalen Ramsey has said. I don't read this as anger that they haven't paid him. I don't.
I agree. The question is, how does Jalen get what Jalen wants if Shad says we're not letting you go?
Well, if Jalen wants to be traded and Shad says I'm not trading you, for today he's not getting what he wants. That's when and hopefully Shad's conversation with him will put at least a temporary end to the standoff. Mm-hmm. But until then, it's a standoff. If player wants to be traded and owner says I'm not trading you and owner doesn't have to trade you, over the years in every sport, Lauren, that has been hold out, be a bad teammate. All of a sudden, you're suddenly injured all the time. There's been 1,000 ways players over the years have gone about that, talked through the media, and negotiated in the media, which to both credit, neither side has done that. But over the years, that's what players. Even though there's a standoff, people jockey for position. I'll say this again. Chefaport, because I don't remember which one of them wrote it, but one of them, either Schefter or Rappaport, wrote after the Tennessee game. It was the weekend after the Tennessee game when Jalen played a pretty good game. The Jaguars won, said this standoff will continue, and the real test will be whether or not he practices. That was Saturday or Sunday. That was the tweet, right? He had not practiced since until today, or until yesterday. He had not practiced since until yesterday. So now, some people believe, all right, suddenly he's sick, and then he had to have 2 days because of the birth of his child. Now all of a sudden his back hurts. Jalen's making up a bunch of stuff. This is his part of the standoff. This is him negotiating. Other people say, no, he really was sick, throwing up a bunch. He did have a second child, and he did want to be there, and who wouldn't? And he really does have a back injury. As coincidental as it seems that it really happened, and I don't think you're going to see anybody, Hayes, go the other way on either one of those. I don't think you're ever going to see someone in a position of significance say Jalen's faking it. I don't think that's going to happen. And I will even tell you my opinion. I do think he was sick. We know he had a child. And I do think he's got some back issues. Now, whether or not the back issues should keep him out or not, I'm not smart enough to know that. So maybe it's convenient, but I don't sense that he's making it all up. Do you?
I don't think he's making up the first two things. I think the severity of the back injury does seem to be odd timing because he picked something that is a soft tissue injury that no one can really prove whether or not it's going to be hurting. No one can really prove, I guess, the cause of spasms that he says that he's having.
I mean, you have to take him at his word that he's legitimately hurt. Am I suspicious? Yeah. But, I mean, if I was on a jury, I would say, yeah, he's injured. I mean, because I see no evidence to suggest that he isn't. So, and again, a lot of times in the NFL, it's what are you willing to play through? And I think the average player is willing to play through a lot. And that's where I think this gets into a gray area of it's not really is he hurt, is he not hurt? It's does he have an ailment that he could, that 95% of players would play through, or does he have an ailment that no one would really be able to play through? And that's, that's ambiguous at this point. So I know what Shad believes that he or expects him to play Sunday. I do not expect him to play Sunday.
Yeah, I think he's going to, just based on what Shad said and the fact that he's practicing. He strikes me as a guy that if he practices, he's going to try and play. But, bro, at this point, I got no idea. I couldn't possibly have less of an idea of whether or not. I will say this, not only do I want him to play because I want him to win, and I think their chances of winning are better when he plays. Love to see he and Michael Thomas. Wouldn't that be fun? Wouldn't that be great entertainment? I mean, and I hope he plays. I hope he's healthy, and I hope they play man the whole game. And I hope he has him. I hope he travels and has him the whole game.
Because the last two times he played, the opponent scored 13 points and 7 points in the Texans and the Titans, respectively. So absolutely we want him to play.
They're a totally different defense with him out there. It's naive to suggest they're not.
But I don't think this defense gave up so many yards to the Panthers because Jalen wasn't there. I don't think the defense collapsed in the passing game. They collapsed, obviously, in the run game. I don't think he would have made that much of a difference, but who knows?
Yeah, you know what? You're right. It's not like DJ Moore torched them. That didn't happen. Curtis Samuel didn't torch them. Yet you still feel like if he's out there, you can do some different stuff. I thought Trey Herndon played pretty well. In fairness to Trey, I thought he was fine. He wasn't the heavy in the loss, and it was run defense. And who knows where Jalen would have been when McCaffrey got loose for 84 or whatever it was. But they're just different when he's out there. There's a different presence, swagger. He does that whole take away the side of the field. There is something to that. With 3 and 4 receiver sets, there's not as much half the field anymore, but he takes away one guy. So.
By the way, seeing that Christian McCaffrey is practicing fully after what his back went through this past Sunday, that's why I think it does lead people to be suspicious. By the way, Welcome to Rockville is at Daytona International Speedway in 2020. I forgot to mention that earlier.
Hey, what about this? What effect does the Jalen news have on the game, Minshew Mania, the sudden emergence of Fournette, the other things going on with the team? Any in your mind?
Not much, because I think it depends on your perspective of it. If Jalen Ramsey is your favorite player and you love watching Jalen Ramsey play, then it probably preoccupies your mind more than it does me. I think Minshew Mania on a consensus level has somewhat trumped the Jalen Ramsey saga, and has trumped it, I think, fairly significantly. I think the reemergence of Leonard Fournette is become a bigger storyline, and I think DJ Chark becoming a star in front of our eyes over this last month has become a bigger storyline. So I guess it just depends on how you view Jalen Ramsey. I mean, I like watching Jalen Ramsey play, and I'd love for Jalen Ramsey to be a Jaguar for another 12 years. Mentally, I have sort of moved on because Jalen Ramsey does not want to be here. And if Jalen Ramsey does not want to be here, I think ultimately the club will realize that it's best for them to grant that wish.
If I had told you before the season Jalen's going to request a trade, we would have thought it is the biggest story to hit this team all season, no matter what Nick Foles was doing, because obviously at that point we would have thought he is still the starter. The fact that Gardner Minshew has come out of literally nowhere, the 6th round, and been able to not just do such great things on the field, but also take this magnetic personality and spit it out into the world, it's so much better that we're talking about that and guys like DJ Chark.
Let's talk a little hardball when we come back. Where is this thing headed? What's going to happen in that game tonight? I think baseball's first and are certainly on the forefront right now. What does it say about baseball? Is there a connection between all the home runs, all the strikeouts, the way the postseason is going, some of the decisions managers are making, all that and more? We'll continue in a bit on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
The Frangie Show, live from the law offices of Brett Hastings' studio on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
He's number 55, Mac in the middle, Tom McManus.
I think what we saw Sunday.
Fridays on Jaguars Today, brought to you by McGowan's, the official heating and air conditioning partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars on 1010XL.
If you need an insurance agent, let me recommend Craig Dewhurst from State Farm. You call him at 940-9740. Really good agent, really good guy. Life insurance, homeowners, automotive, you name it, he's got it, and he'll do an awfully good job for you. He'll look at your policy. He'll make sure you're spending the right amount of money. He'll make sure you get the right amount of coverage. And he may say, hey, you're good just the way you are. Or he may say, here's how I can improve it for you. Bottom line is he'll be there to get you the right deal, and he'll help you along the way. Craig Dewhurst from State Farm. Call him at 940-9740.
Hacker here for Blue Chew and BlueChew.com. What is Blue Chew? Well, Blue Chew is the first chewable performance enhancement for the bedroom. And the great thing about chewables, they can work up to twice as fast than regular pills. Guys, when you go to BlueChew.com, your physician consult is absolutely free. It only takes a few minutes to connect with a BlueChew.com affiliated physician. And if you qualify, guys, you get prescribed online quickly. One of the best things about Blue Chew, no awkward doctor visits, no trips to the pharmacy. That's because BlueChew.com will send you Blue Chew directly to your front door in discreet packaging. Guys, trust me. Go to BlueChew.com and our promo code JAX. That's JAX. When you do that, your first order of Blue Chew is free with only $5 shipping. Get your confidence back, gentlemen, and get Blue Chew at BlueChew.com. Remember to enter promo code JAX.
Marine Max Jacksonville Beach and Grady White Boats are both ready to get you on the water today. Grady White is celebrating 60 years of providing the ultimate boat ownership experience. Whether you are a hardcore fisherman or just want to enjoy cruising Northeast Florida waters, Grady White has 27 models from 18 to 45 feet to choose from. Visit Marine Max Jacksonville Beach, marinemax.com/Jacksonville.
They say time is money, and at Claude Nolan Cadillac, they respect your time and strive to make your every visit a pleasure. Serving Jacksonville for over 114 years, Claude Nolan Cadillac owners come back again and again because you're more than a customer, you're part of the family. And now lease a 2019 luxury model XT5 for $445 a month for 39 months. Visit Claude Nolan on Southside Boulevard or at ClaudeNolanCadillac.com. Beginning lasting relationships since 1905. See dealer for details.
When this is the sound of a crackling campfire on a cool evening, you can sit back and relax. But when it's the sound of your counters and cabinets smoking and smoldering following a house fire that's affected your entire kitchen, you need to pick up the phone and call 1-800-SERVPRO. Only the cleanup and restoration specialists at ServPro can help make fire and water damage like it never even happened. So make the call to 1-800-SERVPRO when fire damage strikes. Franchises are independently owned and operated.
Get inside the Gators with the Florida Gator Report with Lauren Brooks.
Go Gators!
Brought to you by Darley's Plumbing, where quality counts.
A big win for the Florida Gators.
Get your Gators on 1010XL.
Join me, Leon Searcy, and XL Primetime crew this Friday at R&R Tire Express at 6733 103rd Street at noon for a chance to win a $2,000 tire and wheel package and Jimmy Buffett tickets as well as other gifts and prizes. R&R Tire Express, one-stop tire and wheel specialist with affordable payment options like weekly and bi-weekly, including 6 months, same as cash. Ask for the Leon Special and get $100 off your next purchase. Come see us this Friday or go to rnrtires.com.
Tee it up at Edwin Watts Golf Shop with the new arrivals from Cleveland Golf. Turbocharge your game with the new Cleveland Launcher HB Turbo Driver that delivers more speed for higher, longer, and straighter drives. And the Launcher HB Turbo Irons, which deliver maximum forgiveness, higher trajectory, and increased ball speed for more accurate and longer shots. And the Launcher UHX Irons deliver the perfect blend of distance and accuracy. Let us help you get custom fit for free today at Edwin Watts Golf Shops, home of the 90-day 100% satisfaction guarantee.
Did you hear? The last 2 years, the Jaguars returned a punt for a touchdown, earning local families $100,000 towards a Dreamfinders home. Lauren Brooks here, letting you know that could be you this season. Visit any Dreamfinders Homes model and register to win the Take It to the House promotion for your chance at scoring $100,000 towards your Dreamfinders home. Dreamfinders Homes, homes built to fit your lifestyle.
Frank Frangie here for Center State Bank, Florida's business bank, but also a bank you could trust. You see, that's the big thing. I've got to trust my banker. Trust that they are truly skilled bankers, but also that my needs matter. My bankers at Center State Bank know me. They know what I need. Whether it's personal, business, loans, or beyond, they know me and I trust them. In the world of banking, that relationship really matters. A bank you can trust. Center State Bank, with 7 locations in Jacksonville and St. Augustine, Florida's business bank.
What's up, North Florida poker fans? This is Allie McDeal from both Best Bet Card Rooms in Jacksonville and Orange Park. The World Poker Tour is well underway at Best Bet Jacksonville. Lock up your seat in the $5,000 buy-in Best Bet Bounty Scramble for just $120. You'll find satellites going on now and every day throughout the entire series. Get ready to take your shot at $1 million prize pool and the WPT main event. For more detailed information, visit them on the web at bestbetjacks.com. Best Bet, where anybody can win.
I'm Holt Harrell. At Harrell & Harrell, we have the size and resources to take on the largest companies. But we are also the size that we know each and every one of our clients when they call. So call us. Harrell & Harrell. Don't settle for less than you deserve. Offices, Jacksonville.
Sawyer Gas!
Hi, this is Ashley Mentor, Commercial Account Manager for Sawyer Gas. If you use propane to power your business, from forklifts to commercial kitchens, then contact us to learn how we can serve you. To learn more, visit us at sawyergas-fl.com or call our office at 904-296-8600. Sawyer Gas, where safety and service are our priority.
Sawyer Gas, driving every day with Sawyer Gas.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
It's an old rock Thursday. Music the way it should be, or at least used to be, on The Frangie Show.
Hey, glad you're with us as we continue along Metallica today on Old Rock Thursday. Frank Frangie, Lauren Brooks, Hayes Carline, and Andrew Gibson with us here.
You having technical difficulties?
Yeah, my mic's just dropping a little bit.
Mic's not working, computer's not working.
Well, we'll make it all work here. Give me any themes for you other than the fact that your team's out. I get it. Any themes for you?
Other than pain.
Other than the pain. Pain's a good theme, Gibby.
Well, I think young pitchers, now obviously we're seeing Justin Verlander just be ridiculous like he has been, but, you know, whether it's Jack Flaherty, I thought Walker Buehler was, you know, he was pretty solid up until late in the game last night for the Dodgers. Their bullpen gave it away for him, but I think some of the young pitching is showing up. Unfortunately for the Braves, none of their pitching showed up. As we saw yesterday, 10 runs in the first inning. They used 3 guys in the first inning on the mound. It was ridiculous, but that's beside the point. But, you know, I think with these home runs that we saw in the regular season, The Yankees continue to roll on. How many people have already forgotten a little bit about the Yankees because they already won their series? They swept.
Yeah, they did. But let's go back to your young pitchers for a second. Here's what's happened. Tell me if you guys noticed this theme. We all watch a little baseball. Now that pitchers don't throw complete games anymore, ever. And now that pitchers rarely work into the eighth anymore, almost never work into the eighth anymore. Gibby, what I think you're seeing is the expectation level that a pitcher will go 5 or 6 or 7 innings, and you got to get a really good pitcher in the game. So you're seeing these starters as relievers more than I've ever. Have you ever seen this often? They go to the starters out of the bullpen.
No, I haven't. And I would add another guy, and this is going to give you some pain, Tyler Glasnow. I mean, he's come on strong for the Rays. He was injured a lot this year, had an elbow or an arm injury. And he's come back, and like you said, some of these guys that were relievers / starters are now kind of going the other way.
I almost felt when Kershaw came in, it might not go very well. You know, I almost found myself thinking when Kershaw came into the game that there's a chance that thing could go badly because that's not what he does. But what's happening is starters are going 4 or 5 innings. It's clearly starters are not going very long. So you're bringing in, instead of journeyman reliever guy, you bring in veteran starter guy who's not used to do it. Now, that some have done it. I mean, how many good starting pitchers have come in relief already? Kershaw, Scherzer.
We saw with the Nationals,
yeah. They used Corbin last night for an inning.
Corbin last night came in and pitched. I think that's kind of cool.
I'm surprised it hasn't happened before.
Well, but before, you really wanted your starter to pitch into the 8th inning, 7th or 8th. Nobody does that anymore. A quality start, you know what technically a quality start is?
6?
Yep.
6 and 3. Six innings, 3 earnings. That's technically what a quality start is now. So nobody anymore does that. So you're seeing these relievers in. I also think.
Wait, are they limiting the pitch count because they're concerned about injury, or are they just getting nervous?
The former. I think just injury more than anything else, but I think there's this belief that if the starting pitcher is throwing 1,000 miles an hour for 4 innings, 5 innings, then at that point he's got to come out. Yeah, and so I think defense is shoddier than it's been because I think that's what happens when it's all bombing. It's bombers and strikeouts. I think
there's less balls hit at the guys.
Defense is worse than it's ever been. I think the analytics make the shifts, so you're in some funky situations defensively. Base running that's why, Gibby, you made the point about the Rays relay the other night, the Kiermaier to Adames to home. Man, you don't see that anymore at all. Back in the day, think about this for a second. All right, we all watch baseball highlights. What are you smirking about over there? You're in dead smirk over there. What do you got?
I got
to know what dead smirk is.
The news on the franchise quarterback.
Yeah, okay.
Jaguars say that Gardner Minshew was limited in practice today with minor groin soreness.
Okay.
I will not make a joke here.
But you've been smirking like the whole segment.
And I can smirk.
Okay.
But I will not make a joke here.
Thank you for that.
But anyway, so when you see him limited on the practice report,
I will.
That is why.
And I think Gary Smith should ask that question on Sunday.
Terry.
Terry. But I think
what did you do differently?
Yeah, right. So, but I think the baseball has changed. I just think I think the defense isn't as good. Think about this. We see all the highlights of all the years going, 70s baseball and 80s baseball. We all see the highlights. How many times you see Clemente or Dave Parker or Dwight Evans, somebody throwing a guy out, right? Right? Think about it. The Willie Mays over the shoulder, over the head catch. Do we ever see highlights of that anymore? Or is it always a home run?
It seems like he's not in the playoffs now, but the Brewers center fielder seems like he will occasionally
Lorenzo Cain. Yeah, Lorenzo Cain's a good. You're right. You do see some leaping catches. But Gibby, how many times does Sports Center have a guy throwing somebody out? Not very often.
No, I think sometimes you do see it because of the StatCast stuff. They're trying to measure how fast he threw the ball from center field. That kind of stuff is still in play. But yeah, I mean, I get your point. I mean, you hardly see. Web Gems used to be a huge segment on Baseball Tonight, but you don't see a ton of those anymore.
Yeah,
I would have liked, by the way, in StatCast to see how fast Adames threw that ball to Darno.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah, they don't put that on there. I'm like, you have all these analytics and all these stats, baseball, but you can't give me that stat? Come on, man.
And it's not only the velocity of it. I never thought about that. It's the timing of the throw from Kiermaier and it's almost like turning a double play. I mean, the Adames had to get rid of the ball so fast, so you don't see that a lot. But I'll say this: that's why the Rays win, because they do that stuff. The Rays don't hit a bunch of home runs. I know they hit some in the postseason,
Right.
But
I think they came into the postseason with the fewest home runs of all the postseason teams.
Did they really? Yeah, I would think that. So we'll see.
But
Who wins tonight, Brooks? Is it a party time in
It's
Minute Maid
a
Park?
party time in ViStar Veterans Memorial Arena as Chris Stapleton takes the stage.
You gonna have the game on your
about
phone?
2 hours into the game.
Game on your phone?
Yes, MLBNetwork.com. You're able to stream games during the postseason, which is a nice feature. And then hopefully, every time I am watching, good things happen. I mean, of course, I thought that the home teams were going to win yesterday, so I thought the Braves were going to win, I thought the Dodgers were going to win, and neither home team took home the victory.
Astros
tonight?
6-4.
Yeah, but you also said the Rays couldn't win with the opener Castillo versus Verlander.
7-3. Oh, that's funny. So we'll see. Gibby, who wins tonight?
I think it's Houston, and you talk about, and you're right, how you don't see complete games anymore. You might see Garrett Cole throw a complete game tonight because that guy is unbelievable. He's one of those guys that is going strong in the 8th inning. He can throw 100 miles an hour. You know this, Frank. I mean, he can throw that mile per hour late in games, and you might see him do that tonight in a winner-take-all.
Yeah, it's been fun. I'm trying to think who I want to win tonight. I don't really care. I think the Rays are a good story. I think the Astros are still a good story. And neither one of those guys are the Yankees or the Dodgers. I really liked watching the Nats win. My buddy Chris Harry is a diehard. He's me.
Did you see that picture he tweeted of his dad?
I thought it was the best postseason tweet yet.
It was
baseball.
so great. So his dad passed away, and I'm not sure how long ago, but I would have guessed within the recent few years. And he sent a picture of his dad holding like a Nationals big hand, one of those things, and he said miss you, Dad, but this one's for you.
Yeah, I really think it was. I was rooting for them because the Nationals never have anything like this.
Who wins between the Cards and the Nats?
Well, the Cards have the better team, but the Nats have the hotter team. I think the Cards are playing really well right now. I probably think the Cardinals are going to the World Series.
Wow.
What do you think, Gib?
I'll take the Nats. I'll take their pitching.
And Gibby has said that all along. To Gibby's credit, Gibby had the Nats in the World Series in April. And by the way, nobody else did. Nobody else.
Yeah, I wrote down Nats Cardinals as my NLCS in March.
Yeah, he did. How about that?
I wish I'd gone to Vegas and put some money.
I wish the Braves would hire. I mean, I'd hate to lose Gibby, but I wish the Braves would hire Gibby.
As an analytics guy.
He's a baseball guru.
Yeah,
what do the Braves need to do now, Gibby? What's the next thing? How do we make this team, our team,
America's
better?
You know what's funny? You say that, Lauren. The Braves are the Dallas Cowboys. They have hype every year, and they haven't won a title since '95. Right. Both teams are like that.
Yeah. I find myself wondering how people feel. Now about the Braves. Everybody loved the Braves because that's all you saw. Then I think people got braved out. I think there's some people that started not liking the Braves.
Like I got cubbed out.
Yeah. You got cubbed out recently?
I'm only saying that because
Taylor
comes in here.
Taylor walks in here to fix our computers, bothering nobody.
But
Taylor, I want to apologize for her.
I did get cubbed out, though. I'm not
As a spokesperson for the show, Taylor, I want to apologize for Lauren,
out.
okay? Poor Taylor's in there. She's going to walk out and say, fix your own damn computers. I think people like the Braves. I think people like the Braves. I don't think there's this anti-Braves sentiment out there. Do you sense that?
I don't sense it. I mean, but they haven't been. They've just recently gotten good,
right?
And they do have some fun young players. So I mean, I give it time, But I think the biggest thing going forward is in terms of who are you pulling for. Like, I don't want to see the Yankees go to the World Series, so I'm pulling for. And if I'm pulling for the Astros.
Because you think the Astros can be the Yankees.
Because I think the Astros would beat the Yankees.
Sure.
And I don't know that the Rays would.
Yeah, I agreed.
Makes sense.
Agreed on both. I am.
Like, all I care, with the Braves now out, the only thing I care about now is that the Yankees don't win the World Series.
And I'll say this about the Astros. They have a lot of guys that I want to watch. I don't find the Rays having a lot of guys. I'll follow Glasnow and Meadows because I watch them come up. But I don't know if there's anybody else on the Rays team for me that I want to watch.
G-Man Choi doesn't do it for you? I love watching him play.
I'm sure G-Man's fantastic. What does he play?
He plays several different positions.
DH and first.
Usually first base.
I'm sure he's outstanding.
It really is a lot of fun to watch.
I bet he is. But Springer is one of the best players in baseball. Altuve is one of the best players in baseball. Michael Bradley, who Gibby called before the rest of us did, having a big year. Alvarez, who's their kid.
Bregman.
Bregman might be the MVP. Yeah. So they've got enough guys, by the way. So I want to watch those guys. I want to watch Garrett Cole. I need more Verlander. How good are you when Zach Greinke's your third pitcher? He's your third guy. So I would. But having said all that, it's one game winner take all.
That's right. By the way, how much is Cole going to make?
$1 billion.
I mean, for real though.
Real big.
I bet he goes
more than Harper.
Yeah, but can I point something out about these computers? I don't know.
What doesn't Taylor do?
Well, let me
talk about a utility player.
Well, I don't know if you saw this or not. We've had 648 people come try and fix this computer. 5 minutes ago, Bill Gates came in here and tried to fix it. Okay, Bill Gates couldn't fix it, but Taylor walked right in here and fixed the computer. Did you notice that?
She's incredible.
Now the Cubs aren't so good. Okay, but the Cubs are out, but the computer's working. Two things that have developed here.
And Trubisky's hurt.
The Cubs are out. Is Trubisky hurt? So the Bears are dead. The Cubs are dead. Is Jordan still on the Bulls? So the Bulls are dead. Okay, but the computer's working. Taylor, that might have been some of your finals. How good is that? Okay.
That's impressive.
So my computers are working, right? And I'm afraid to touch it because I don't want to mess it up again, but our computers are working.
Let me do that.
This is a very happy moment for us.
For real, how much money is Garrett Cole going to make? I mean, so Verlander makes, 31, and Greinke makes like 35 a year?
And Cole will
million.
So what's Cole getting? What's Cole getting? Give any idea?
He might get close to 40. I really think that. And I'll
5 years. 5 years, 200.
Probably. I'll give you two teams: Angels, Yankees.
Now, well, the Yankees. The Yankees are really going to be in this thing. He's from California.
It'd be way better for the Angels.
Yeah.
That's why for the Angels, they're from California. What have the Angels ever done besides draft Mike Trout?
Right.
That's about it.
Yeah.
That'd be great for Trout too.
Does he? Did I read that he wanted to be? Was he a Yankees fan? Why did I think that? Am I wrong about that?
I haven't heard that. But
I know this, that A.J. Burnett told him horror stories about the Yankees back in the day. I read that somewhere, but that was 100 years ago. Why did I think he was a Yankees fan?
I have a headline that says why he rooted on the Yankees. So further down in the article, I'll get an answer for you.
I think he was a Yankees fan, but we'll see. Garrett Cole, I tell you what, I'm looking forward to going to that concert tonight because my wife's a big Chris Stapleton fan, but it'll be fun. It would be fun sitting back and watching Garrett Cole tonight.
He grew up a Yankees fan because his father is from New York.
That's what it was.
Yep.
I thought he was a Yankees fan somewhere along the line. So we'll see. Let's take a break. When we come back, let's get into a little bit of college football. The Gators go to the Bayou. What are their chances? Let's really take a look at what it would take for them to win. That's next. Stay with us.
The Frangie Show, live from the law offices of Brett Hastings' studio on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Defense wins championships.
Look, their run defense is really what they wanted to focus on even before you got to the pass rush.
After the game, catch the Superior Fence and Rail Defensive Player of the Game.
You got to claim it!
Superior Fence and Rail, where quality matters.
Tired of pounding nails or working at your current job? American Window Products is looking for talent in their installation department. They know their greatest asset is the people they hire. You can get competitive pay and full benefits. They supply uniforms and all the tools you need. Their installers stay forever. Apply now in person at American Window Products, 2633 Powers Avenue, or call 731-2247.
American Windows, the window professionals.
I finally admitted it. My garage was a mess, full of junk. I could have done it myself, but man, am I glad we called the veterans at J-Dog Junk Removal. Frank Frangie here. My wife and I saved so much time and so much hassle having them clear the clutter. She loved how courteous they were the entire time. And now we can enjoy our garage again. Look, take it from me. Clear the clutter. You'll be so glad you did. No matter how big the job, call J-Dog Junk Removal today. 844-GET-JDOG or enter your zip code at jdog.com.
The Jacksonville RV Show at the Clay County Fairgrounds, October 10th through 13th, with hundreds of RVs on display. Dealers competing for your business. Adults $5, kids under 12 free. Seniors receive a $2 discount Thursday. All military and first responders save $2 every day. Register to win, no purchase necessary, a $250 gift card every day. Open Thursday through Saturday, 10 a.m. till 5:30 p.m. Sunday, 10 till 4. The Jacksonville RV Show. This is how we roll.
Here's a quick tip from your fast file bankruptcy expert, Don Dufresne with the law offices of Parker and Dufresne. This is attorney Don Dufresne. Did you know that a 720 credit score can save you hundreds if you're financing purchases? Before buying a house, car, or any other large investment, think about your credit score. Often you can gain 10 to 20 points by making simple adjustments. For more quick tips, visit jackslawcenter.com. Relief, restore, renew. Parker and Dufresne, offices Jacksonville.
Vida de Louis is the newest tequila on the Jacksonville scene and is the smoothest too. It's a tribute to smooth sailing and living a relaxed lifestyle. Extra aeration makes Jacksonville's only locally owned tequila perfect for the summer season or any season. Check out VitaDeLouis.com for great drink recipes and interact on social media. The citrus of the sea, Vida de Louis. Ask for it by name the next time you want the smoothest tequila in Jax. VitaDeLouis.com to find all the locations where it's served.
Florida, welcome to Save Yourself with Geico.
You go in for a hug, but the huggee pulls up for a handshake.
Okay.
You couldn't save yourself from the crushing inner cringe of a handshake-hug mix-up. But you could save yourself hundreds by switching your car insurance to Geico.
Yes.
You could save on motorcycle, boat, and RV insurance, too.
Nice.
Plus, the Geico Insurance Agency could help you save on renter's insurance.
Oh.
While your dopey arms, extended like a wounded bird, have become your biggest problem, you should know Geico is the largest auto insurer in the state.
Okay.
Geico even offers 24/7 access to licensed agents and emergency roadside service.
Huh.
And while hugs don't always go as expected, you could expect your local Geico agent to help you save even more.
Ooh.
Like with federal and military discounts.
You couldn't save yourself the embarrassment of a handshake hug, but you could save yourself hundreds with Geico online, over the phone, or at your local office.
Hey Jacksonville, Safety Tom here with Remedy Staffing. With the heat blazing, it's time to break out the cold water, fruits, and veggies. Put away the large hot meals for lunch, and grab some shade in a nice cool area during breaks at work. If you're new to the job, pace yourself. This goes for at home as well. Long days at the beach, kids' sporting events, doing work around the house. Keep the water flowing for you and your family. And remember, don't wait until you're thirsty. Drink plenty, early, and often. These are just a few simple tips for staying cool and hydrated from Remedy Staffing.
Barbecue chicken? Check. Jalapeno cheddar hot links? Of course. Pulled and sliced pork? Double check. St. Louis ribs? Oh yeah. Looks like the barbecue gang's all here. All that's missing is you. Come in for pick of the pit combos at Sonny's. Pick 2 or 3 barbecue favorites with sides and bread starting at just $10.99 for a limited time. Sonny's Barbecue. Local pit masters since '68.
Hey, Hicken here. For 30 years, American Transmission has been Jacksonville's go-to for all of your automotive repair needs. They are the transmission experts, but they also have a complete department of certified master technicians. They can diagnose and repair any car, truck, SUV, or fleet vehicle. If you have any automotive repair needs, American Transmission, 2 locations, 5337 Beach Boulevard or 13750 Atlantic Boulevard. Call them today, 396-3766. That's 396-3766 for a free estimate.
Villa is Jacksonville's first and only home ownership company where customers can find a home, get a loan, close and own a home, all under one roof, one brand. By putting all 3 pieces under one roof, the buying, selling, the escrow, the mortgage, it helps make the home buying and selling process simple. That's what Villa is focused on, making home ownership simple by focusing on the customer and delivering an extraordinary home buying experience. Call 904-524-1165 or go to villa.com.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Andrew Gibson for 1010XL. Many are wondering, will Jalen Ramsey play on Sunday against the Saints? Here's Jaguars owner Shad Khan.
I think, he's going to be playing this week, so hopefully you'll tune in to the Saints game. But I think it's something, you got to balance what's good for the team with what the individual maybe wishes might be. And I think we'll be able to kind of formulate that here. I met him a couple of days ago, had a heart-to-heart. And I think we'll be able to come to whatever makes sense for all.
Shad Khan's comments with TheStreet.com. The Jaguars have added Gardner Minshew to the injury report with minor groin soreness. At 3:59, 79 degrees. Your time and temperature brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
It's an old rock Thursday. Music the way it should be, or at least used to be, on The Frangie Show.
Little Metallica here on this old rock Thursday. We are giving away 2 more passes to the upcoming Welcome to Rockville at the beginning of May in 2020, but we're not giving any away right now, so keep on listening. Florida and LSU kick off at 8 o'clock in Tiger Stadium Saturday night. Frank, you're the most uniform guy I know. If the Gators were to wear the black uniforms that were rumored, how would you have felt about that?
Oh, I would have thrown up before the game. I understand all the uniform stuff. Ohio State were all black the other day.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. Cool uniforms, black uniforms, all helmet, shirt, pants, same colors, all that helps you get recruits. It excites. I understand all the reasoning, and even the that was the reason for the green lizard, the ones the Gators wore against Texas A&M that year.
The camo.
Is that what they were? They looked. I thought they were
terrible.
Yeah, but I understand. And I don't want to be old, get off my lawn guy, wear the traditional uniforms, and if not, I don't want to be that guy. So mix it up a little bit, but I wouldn't add colors. Now, again,
Okay.
I get it. Black's all the rage, but any uniform in black, people love wearing those. But for me, I would like it better, because FSU's done it a bunch.
Yes.
Remember, didn't they have the black pants that said Unconquered? Was that the Unconquered uniforms?
I think so.
And I think
Didn't they start the season out last year against Virginia Tech in all black at
maybe
home?
that's what it was, something like that. But
It worked well.
Yeah, for me,
34 to
if you
3.
want to mix it up a little bit. Again, I don't want to be old stodgy guy, but I don't think I'd add a color. Would you add a color?
Well, I don't think they're adding a color because there's black in the Gator's eye.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, no. But no, I get what you're saying. Yeah, it's I can't wait to see them in the black. I hated the Jurassic World costume that they put on for the Texas A&M game.
So you want to see the black?
I want to see the black, but you don't do it on the road. To me, like if you're going to switch it
they're
up,
not going to.
Right? And Strickland came out and kind of I think it said Goldcamp said no, we're not going to do that for Saturday. But to me, if you're going to do a special jersey thing, you do it for your fans at home. So I fully expect when the Noles come to Gainesville, the Gators will be rocking black uniforms. And I do think just a little bit that I saw in that video that they put up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if it's a black uniform with like a blue stripe going down
That'll
the,
look
I mean,
sweet.
you've got my money.
Yeah.
So
You're in.
Yeah.
You're in. How about you?
I am glad they're not doing them for Saturday night,
But you want to see them too?
But absolutely. I loved the retro a week ago. And I do wonder if your little helmet theory did work against Bo Nix. I don't think it worked against Kyle Trask necessarily.
Too many white helmets?
But I do wonder if Bo Nix, because obviously a redshirt true
Yeah.
freshman, had never thrown to
The
the same color
real
helmet.
reality is I probably overthought all of that. okay. If you're really being honest, I probably kind of overthought it all.
But I loved the retro.
But I don't mind the credit if it was so.
Sure.
The retro one time. Again, I like their uniforms. I like the orange helmets, blue jerseys, white pants. My favorite road is the opposite, the orange, the white, and the blue. I really like that uniform. I wouldn't mix it up a bunch. If I was the Jaguars, I wish the Jaguars wore teal more.
They are this Sunday,
Yeah.
teal and white.
The teal, that's my favorite look for them. I would like this. If
Very
it was
clean look.
If it was me, you could wear this, and you can only wear it 3 times. You can only wear, by rule, you can only wear your alternate jersey 3 times. I think they wore teal and black already.
Mm-hmm.
Now they've worn teal and white, so they can only wear it one more time this year as a home team, and that may be as a road team. I don't know, but you can only wear it one more time. But my favorite look for the Jags is black helmet, teal jersey, white pants, and road all white, black helmet, white and white. If it was me, if I was the owner of the team and I could decide I'd wear that every time. What's your favorite? Do you care? I love the black, teal, and white.
How'd you feel about the mustard?
Ugh. Yeah, the mustard I didn't like at all. The teal is my favorite. Yeah, teal, white pants, that's fine. I'm not a huge Jersey guys, you guys are, know, but I would like to see the Gators in the black. Like that, to me, that's about as far as I'm fine with. I thought the throwbacks were good. I hated the reptile thing. So to me, if they want to wear black every, 4 years for a big game, I'm fine with it. But do it when the Knowles are coming to town or the Vols. Don't do it for, I wouldn't want to see them do it for Florida, Georgia. I mean, to me, there's a tradition to that game. I want us to be, and they have done weird uniforms in that game before. Yeah. I remember I want to say they beat Georgia one year with the really weird orange shoulder. Remember that?
Yeah, that was the that might have been the Matt Leach kicked the field goal game.
Yeah, Leak was the quarterback.
Yeah, that might have been the Matt Leach.
So it might have been 05 as well, or
was it
or 03? It was either 03 or 05. I can't remember if it was Zook's win or if it was.
But I remember it.
Yeah, and I didn't like that.
That might have been the gold helmet with no logo. I mean, the orange helmet with no logo. So, but we'll see.
Yeah, I don't think you use the black if your opponent's one of their primary colors is black. Yeah. So I don't like it against Georgia. I don't like it against Vanderbilt.
I would think it's for FSU.
Yeah, we shall see. But to the actual game, what does Florida have to do to win the football game?
Well, we were talking about this a bunch. Jimmy Hyams and I are going to talk about it later. I think Florida's got to win a wrestling match. If this was a UFC fight, Florida need to get them on the ground. They're not going to win a striking match, and they're not going to win a track meet. I think it's got to kind of be the beauty of that Auburn game. It fit Florida because even though it's ugly when both teams are fumbling and both are getting in the way and nobody can do anything right, and may the team that's the less ugly win. That's how Florida's built. Florida's not the biggest problem with this team. The reason they're a 14-point underdog, the reason people still aren't buying them as an elite team, even though they're undefeated and ranked 7th, is they can't go up and down the field and get points. For whatever reason, they're not a go-get-points team. I don't know if that's a Dan Mullen thing because they really weren't last year either. Now they could methodically get points. I know they got over 40 against both FSU and Michigan methodically, but they're not explosive. So LSU looks like they're explosive. We know the $64,000 question is LSU this good because they're that good, or are the numbers this extreme offensively because they've really played bad defenses? Now look, in today's day and age, you can play bad defenses and still not go up and down the field. So some of it, Hayes, is that they're good. But that's the question. So for Florida to win the game, I think it has to be 13-10 somebody at the half. I think that's the game they can win. What they can't do is get behind like they've done some of the games in the Mullen era. They can't get 21-10 like they were at Kentucky. And last year, all the Vanderbilt and South Carolina, the deficits they had to overcome. They've got to play a clean game early on. I think everyone says they've got to run it a little. That's probably true. But they've got to set that up with the pass. It's going to be, again, we keep saying that the game plan from last year against Mississippi State, wide receiver screens, passes, runs that are really passes, that are really runs. I think they've got to have some of that. I think it's got to be the only chance they have, Hayes, in my mind, to Lauren's question, is it's got to be a low-scoring game.
Low-scoring game, and I think it is a game that Florida's got to be close going into the fourth quarter. If that happens, I think there'll be a lot of confidence on the Gators sideline because they're outscoring teams 64-7 in the fourth quarter this year. So there will be a belief if it's LSU 24, Florida 20 going into the fourth, Florida, I think, will be the more confident team for the final 15 minutes. I do think this is a game where Nick Savage helps you. The conditioning, the execution, the adjustments in game that Todd Grantham has made, that Dan Mullen is able to make. And I do think this will be a game where, Mullen has a trick up his sleeve. He's had good recent success against Ogeron. He beat LSU soundly his final year at Mississippi State. I think it was like 37-7. And then obviously won in his Gators debut last year. So he definitely has a little bit of a recent edge over at Ogeron. But I don't know how much that means. Gus Malzahn had an edge recently over Dan Mullen, and it didn't translate on Saturday. So to me, it's how does Florida get to that point? They're going to have to get to that point by making Joe Burrow's life miserable. I mean, if Burrow has time, I think LSU's receivers are going to win some jump balls on Florida's talented secondary. So to me, it's going to be how much pressure can they put on Burrow. To me, I'd be fine with the send a message late hit early on in the game. I think that's it. Don't target, but I think you want to show Joe Burrow early that you're coming and you're going to hit him in the sternum as often as you can. That's where I think the game's going to be won. If they can rattle Joe Burrow, then they have a chance. And they rattled him last year, but that was in the swamp. So to me, it's got to be that, because I just do not see, with Florida's talented receivers, I still do not see Kyle Trask having the kind of stat line where we're looking at 26 of 34 for 290, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Yeah.
I don't think he's capable of doing that there, and we'll see if he can prove me wrong.
The 3 touchdowns is the thing. They're just not. That's just not how they are. They don't play fast. That's just not. And Mullen, to his credit, the day he got the job, we're going to spread. He said, but I'm not going to be one of these teams that we've got to have this many plays per game. We got to snap it this many times. He's the anti-Kendall Briles. Kendall Briles got to FSU and playing the Baylor offense. We want to snap it 80, 90 times a game. Mullen was very clear that's not who they are. So we'll see. I think Joe Brady's trying to play like that. So a lot of it's tempo. Can Florida slow the game down? That's why you want to run it some. You want to slow the game down. So we'll see if they can do it. It's going to be a fun matchup. More coming up on college football in a bit. This is 1010XL on 92.5 FM.
Now, the Lamb Rant, brought to you by the Best Bet Card Rooms at Jacksonville and Orange Park.
I wonder what Nick Foles is thinking. I didn't ask for an interview, but I don't think he's granting any these days anyway. If he did speak publicly, I'm pretty sure he'd give nothing but the standard, rehearsed answers. I'd like to know what he's saying to his wife, maybe his agent. Would it be something like, "Can you believe this? I finally get my own team and then get hurt in the first game? When am I going to get a break?" Or maybe, "I'm happy for the kid and I want us to win, but I want to be the starting quarterback of this team." Or maybe, "What the heck? I've got my $88 million. I hope Gardner continues to play like Joe Montana." Foles seems to be as nice a guy as advertised. I believe he's happy for Minshew, but I can't imagine anyone in his shoes isn't concerned about his own immediate future.
Check out Uncle Dave's column at 1010XL.com on the homepage. Look for Lamb at Large.
The Frangie Show, live from the law offices of Brett Hastings' studio on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Hey, if you want a great bank, how about the best bank on the First Coast? That would be Center State Bank. 7 locations in the Jacksonville and St. Augustine areas. They build themselves as Florida's business bank because they understand how hard it is to start a business, to maintain a business. Man, if you've got one, you need to go to Center State. But you know what else? What about personal banking? What about just an account? What about just changing your life around, an account for your child? Nobody understands all of it better than Center State. It's the best bank with whom I've ever dealt. Center State Bank, Florida's business bank.
For the best price and service when it comes to your waste hauling and collecting, look no further than the A-Team at All-American Roll-Off and Recycling. Jet Prosser here, and let me tell you, you're not going to find an easier way to handle your project cleanups than calling in the A-Team at All-American. A J.B. Coxwell company, All-American Roll-Off and Recycling has brand new trucks and cans in all sizes to fit your project needs. No hidden fees. Count on the best price in town. When it comes to cleaning up when the job is done, go with the A-Team at All-American Roll-Off and Recycling. Visit us at all-americanrolloff.com.
Every 19 Honda Accord is on sale during the model year-end clearance sale. Well-qualified buyers can save thousands today with 1.9% APR financing on the 2019 Honda Accord. That's right, save thousands today with 1.9% APR financing on the Honda Accord during the model year-end clearance sale. Going on now at your local Honda dealer. Don't miss it. See dealer for financing details. Offer ends 9/30/19.
Metallica, headlining the Welcome to Rockville Music Festival. 2 different nights, 2 different sets. Go to welcometorocvillefestival.com for all information. Tickets on sale Monday, October 14th.
First comes love. Then comes sparkle. And that's where Diamonds Direct comes in. Engagement ring shopping is so easy at Diamonds Direct. Step 1, choose your perfect diamond. At Diamonds Direct, you get access to one of the largest selections of certified diamonds in America, straight from the diamond cutters. Every shape, every size, everyone handpicked for brilliance. Step 2, choose your setting. Something unique, something that fits your style, your personality. Solitaire, halo, 3-stone, pave, channel cut. And don't worry if you've seen it on Pinterest, we have it. From all the top designers in bridal jewelry. Step 3, relax. Your Diamonds Direct engagement ring comes with a free lifetime warranty. That's no charge ever for sizing, cleaning, and routine maintenance. And at every step along the way, you'll be treated with respect, with zero pressure, by experts whose only goal is to make you happy. So, you'll be all set for step 4, the most important one. Diamonds Direct, your love, our passion.
Off Town Center Parkway, just left of the Hyatt.
Former Jacksonville Pro Bowler Leon Searcy is serving up lunch on XL Primetime.
Bring me 4 fried chickens and a Coke.
Weekdays at noon on 1010XL.
4 fried chickens and a Coke.
Brought to you by Wingstop.
I like my dessert first.
Mavis Discount Tire.
We've been saving people money for over 50 years. Now at Mavis Discount Tire, save even more. Right now, get up to $100 back on 4 select Goodyear, General, or Firestone tires. You always save on tires at Mavis Discount Tire. Check out MavisTire.com to find a store near you.
Mavis Discount Tire. America's discount tire store.
Legal and other restrictions apply. See stores for rebate details.
The regular season is underway, and the storylines are beginning to unfold. Will a team go 16-0, currently sitting at 5-1? And at 6-1, will a team remain winless the rest of the season? Let's not forget individual team championship odds, and of course, will a QB win MVP? Follow all the action at betonline.net as the top teams in football continue down their road to Miami. Before the next kickoff, head over to betonline.net on your laptop or mobile device and check out the site today. Bring the game home at betonline.net.
This is Dr. Stephen Lucy, the head team physician for the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp. JOI is proud to provide sports medicine services not only to the Jumbo Shrimp, but also Jacksonville Jaguars, Jacksonville Sharks, the Armada Soccer Club, Jacksonville University, Florida State College, and the majority of local high schools. You too can receive the same high level of orthopedic care that professional and college athletes receive. It's no wonder why coaches, parents, and athletes choose JOI, where the pros go.
If your home was built before 1975, I have an important message you need to hear. Homes built before 1975 were built with cast iron pipes that are corroding right beneath your feet. Many homeowners are unaware, and your pipes may be decaying completely out of sight. This ticking time bomb can lead to devastating water damage to your home. Our firm is currently representing thousands of Florida homeowners to make their insurance companies pay to replace and repair their pipes. Our lawyers have successfully won money for clients to repipe their homes, but your time to file a claim may be limited. If your home was built before 1975, visit pipelawsuit.com or call us now at 800-888-1234. To find out if your home is affected, visit our website at pipelawsuit.com or call us now at 800-888-1234. Morgan & Morgan.
Offices, Jacksonville.
Gentlemen, discover the new medical treatment that Viagra doesn't want you to know about. I'm Bradley I with Synergenics Elite Health, and we offer GainsWave. It's a simple 20-minute in-office procedure. GainsWave is non-invasive, and it restores the poor blood flow that causes ED. Stop popping pills and scheduling intimacy. Call 904-500-5500. Consultations are free. Mention this radio station for $150 off your first treatment. Call Synergenics Elite Health at 904-500-5500 to learn about the GainsWave ED treatment today.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
It's an Old Rock Thursday. Music the way it should be, or at least used to be, on The Frangie Show.
Hey, glad you're with us. Metallica today on Old Rock Thursday. Metallica's come. Where are we going to see Metallica? Where are they going to be?
Daytona International Speedway. Sorry, a little headbanging.
Were you headbanging right there?
Kind of
I've never seen you headbang before.
concentrate.
Nothing says headbanging quite like Lauren Brooks.
Welcome to the dark side.
May 8th, 9th, and 10th, you will get to see Metallica at Welcome to Rockville in 2020.
How
That, of
about
course,
that?
is next year. We will be giving away 2 more pairs of general admission passes throughout the show.
All right, so there you go. Throughout the show today. So DJ Chark has been all the rage. D.D. Westbrook's a guy we thought would be all the rage. Why hasn't he?
I think initially it was because, and somewhat still, I think he's drawing more attention from the defense. I think in terms of when opposing defensive coordinators look to stop the Jaguar passing game, he's the guy that I think they have focused on. So I think he's seeing some bracketing, things of that nature. And I think it's opened up things for DJ Chark, which he's taken full advantage of. So it was fun getting a chance to talk to D.D. about that specific thing. But yeah, you get a sense that as DJ Chark starts to really come on, that D.D. Westbrook now, this might sort of be his quarter to start really making a bigger impact now that teams might start shifting their attention more to Chark. But D.D. right now, 23 catches, 227 yards, 1 touchdown. So obviously those numbers aren't close to where Chark is. But I think that by the time we get to the end of the season, I think D.D. Westbrook will have had a really big-time year.
Yeah, he's second on the team in catches. He's only 4 catches behind DJ Chark, but DJ's had the big plays. DJ's averaging 18 yards a catch. So obviously he's had the very big plays. So DJ Chark has been a very good player for Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook's been pretty good, and I think he's going to continue to play well.
Oh, certainly. Yeah, absolutely. I thought he was going to have a breakout game against the Panthers. We didn't exactly see that, but certainly I think some big games are coming. And by the way, Hayes, I think you've been spending a lot of time with Doug Marrone, because I'm not sure I've ever heard you use things of that nature phrase before, and that's totally a Doug Marrone
You just went
phrase.
Doug Marrone, didn't
I
you?
did.
You did.
Yeah, I'm glad you caught that.
I see the bond coming.
I catch
is what
everything.
I say. You do.
I'm going to be eating bologna sandwiches during breaks here pretty soon.
D.D. Westbrook is certainly a very good player. He's going to have a big career here in Jacksonville. He is the subject of this Hayes Carlyon one-on-one.
We're pleased to be joined with Jaguars receiver D.D. Westbrook here on 1010XL 92.5 FM. It's been a while since I've spoken to you. How's everything going for you?
Pretty good for the most part. Just ball. You know how that go.
You've got Minshew Mania?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Minshew a dog, man. He's been doing great things for us, for this team, the organization, and obviously we just standing behind him and continue to build.
What's it been like for you? Your star quarterback goes down 11 snaps into the year, and you got to regroup with a rookie. But boy, you guys have done a fantastic job with that.
Yeah, obviously that's difficult. You never want to see somebody go down, especially the way Nick went down. But at the end of the day, it's that type of league where it's the next man up. And so with that being said, it's been Gardner Minshew, and he's been doing a really great job back there, controlling the offense, the tempo of the offense, and pretty much keeping us on our toes as far as everything go, and pretty much leading us to success.
How's it been going for you, D.D., in terms of getting used to flip scheme and everything and building that chemistry with Gardner?
It's been going pretty good. It's different. You know what I mean? Obviously I'm used to it as far as college goes, but, just still figuring out everything. There's a lot of things that go into it as far as, the details, the basic stuff. You can kind of forget that after you're out there running around so much, you know what I mean? And so that's pretty much the main focus, man. It's just pretty much paying attention to detail.
What did it mean when Leonard spoke to you guys after the game on Sunday?
Oh, it means a lot. Leonard's a great guy, great leadership, and he just always keep us grounded, you know what I'm saying? He pretty much always tell us, no matter how the game looked or how we played, you know what I'm saying, it could have been worse or it could have been better. And so with that being said, it just always keep your confidence high because we really did play a damn good game. We just ended up falling up short.
When you look at New Orleans, what stands out about their secondary and defense overall?
Speed. Those guys are fast. They come to play fast. They're great. They well-rounded. They do everything together. And so with us, we're just going to have to be on our A game.
If teams bracketed you a lot to start the year, have you experienced a little bit more respect maybe than you have in previous years in terms of how defenses are going about trying to take you away?
Most definitely. It's pretty frustrating. But at the end of the day, it's ball, you know what I'm saying, and that's part of the game. And so after talking with, obviously, Coach McCardell, and my receivers in the room, that's pretty much bound to happen. But at the end of the day, I can't let that deter me from what I got going on and how I'm going to help this team be successful and win games.
And that's sort of opened up some things for DJ, and he's taking advantage of that. So now are you hopeful that, New Orleans and going forward, teams will look at, all right, well, DJ Chark's certainly a threat, and maybe that'll open up some things you guys can sort of work off each other a little bit?
Most definitely. That's what's going to have to happen. Obviously DJ's having a huge year, and I couldn't be more proud of him. You know what I mean? That's my brother, and so I love all the success he's getting. But hopefully it do open up things not only for me but for everybody else around. And so with that being said, that's going to open up the run game, and obviously that's been doing really well. And so we're going to get the pass game clicking on all cylinders.
You guys were able to dig yourself out of an 0-2 hole. How do you feel like the momentum is going as you head into this game with New Orleans?
We're not really worried about, we're just pretty much focusing on ourselves because that's what really matters, and I feel like whenever you get carried away about who the opponent is or who you're playing, that's when you plan on losing, the focus and what we really need to focus on. And what we need to focus on right now is our attention to detail and being fine and fundamentally sound.
D.D. Westbrook, thank you so much for your time. Certainly best of luck Sunday.
Yep, thank you.
You can certainly sense that D.D.'s ready for that 9-catch, 141-yard, 2-touchdown game, and Sunday'd be a great time to have it. So I would not discount it. It'd be interesting to see what the Saints do with Lattimore. Does Lattimore shadow Chark? And if that is the case, then D.D. Westbrook certainly could have some opportunities to connect many times with Gardner Minshew.
Yeah, I like D.D. He's kind of funny. You know, he's I mean, don't you think?
Yeah.
I think he's a funny guy. I think he's kind of a fun-loving, funny guy. I like him. I like
He's got
him.
a great personality. And I think, coming from, I think, a time in his life that maybe the outlook didn't look as bright as it is now. I think I was critical of the Jaguars drafting him just because of some prior stuff. But I think he's one of those guys that goes to show you people absolutely deserve second chances because they can make things much better.
Let's, you know who else I like? Joe Ross.
Absolutely.
Who doesn't like Joe Ross? Let's check in with Joe Ross, checking in from the Orange Park Kennel Club. Hello, Joe.
Well, I appreciate the love, Frank, and likewise, I'm sure. Just a quick question for you guys. Hometown hero hits a dramatic home run last night, and this town doesn't even know baseball exists.
You know, I will tell you, I know it exists, and it was an amazing.
Yeah, I do too, but I mean, it's you can't even get it on the radio. You know?
I don't think, in fairness to all the radio stations, I don't think a lot of people are going to listen to it. I love baseball.
Yeah,
but
I get you. I'm just driving home from work, and I'm like, should I stay? Should I go?
I think the stations are getting it right, but it was a cool moment, no question about that. It was fun to watch.
I mean, who you got to go out? I mean, tonight's game is unbelievable.
Yeah, well, I think the Astros are going to win, but I don't know about. It's hard to doubt the Rays anymore. You know, I thought the Astros were going to sweep them, and here we are in a game 5. So, what do you think?
I think Tampa's going to shock the world tonight. I really do.
All right, what's going on at the track, my man?
Second chance drawings tonight. Twin Tri-Force out on Friday. Frank's the Wagering Help Desk. That's Ashman. Any help you need at the track on Friday and Saturday for our newbies. Tell you about our racing, simulcast poker, of course, and dining. And you're looking for great pet grounds, make fabulous pets. Give Shirley a call, 388-6034. We do feature Dime Super Wagering on Saturdays in the Orange Park grounds, afternoon and evening, as we get ready for our stake season as our First Coast Classic kicks off next week. And the Breeders' Cup will be the first weekend in November. Poker, Sunday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 4 a.m. We're always open on the weekends, but all games, limits, and tournaments, too. Hit up our website, bestbetjacks.com. You guys have a wonderful weekend.
All right, Big Joe, you do the same. Joe Ross checking in from the Orange Park Kennel Club. More in a moment. This is 1010XL on 92.5 FM.
The Frangie Show, live from the law offices of Brett Hastings Studio on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Dolphins welcome the Eagles of Morehead State in the DB Milne Field this Saturday for Military Appreciation Day. This is JU head football coach Ian Shields. All active and retired military and their families get in for free. The game can also be heard right here on 1010XL. Kickoff at 1 p.m.
Brought to you by BSN Sports.
Strict attention to detail. That's what sets Kubota construction equipment apart. It's how we maximize performance, increase strength, and give you the dependability you demand. We engineer our equipment precisely at every level. It's what makes us a leader. Now get financing as low as 0.99% APR for up to 60 months. Now through September 30th, 2019. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for more information.
Coastal Equipment on New Kings Road, Jacksonville, and now also in McLenny.
Want a great local company you can count on to provide the best benefits your employees deserve? Then call Travis Cummings at the Bailey Group. His number is 461-1800, and the employees you hire want to deliver their best to you. Now you can make sure their benefits match that effort. Travis Cummings and the Bailey Group, ready to battle the rising cost of healthcare for employers all over the First Coast. Just call Travis Cummings at 461-1800 and work with the Bailey Group. Log on to mbaileygroup.com.
Listen up, Jacksonville. Beaver Chevrolet is expanding and looking for the best of the best to join our family. Maintain your work-life balance, enjoy a positive atmosphere, and earn industry-leading pay. Our WOW opening of the month is for experienced mechanics. How about a $10,000 signing bonus? That's right, experienced technicians can take advantage of a $10,000 signing bonus. If you're ready to join the team, call General Manager Brett Morgan at 904-245-1422 or just stop by Beaver Chevrolet.
Zips Express Car Wash is celebrating their new always free, super powerful vacuum systems at all 7 Jacksonville locations. These things really suck. So Zips is rolling back prices in grand opening style. Come in today and get unlimited monthly washes starting at just $9.99 per month. New members, visit our Southside location and get started for only $1. That's right, $1 for 30 days of unlimited washes and as low as $9.95 per month after that, only at Zips Car Wash.
Hey, what are we going to eat for dinner tonight?
How about Mr. Chubby's?
Mr. Chubby's again?
Heck yes, I love Mr. Chubby's wings. They have great specials. You can get $7 domestic pitchers and $3 kids meals on Tuesdays.
Well, let's chub it up then.
See all their specials at MrChubby'sWings.com. Locations on Fleming Island and the West Side. Mr. Chubby's Wings. Before the game, after the game, and during the game.
Complete your outdoor living with all-weather patio furniture from Stonecore. Eco-friendly, designed to look luxurious and last a lifetime. Many styles, many colors, and made in the USA. Stonecore on Phillips Highway, 1 mile north of the Avenues Mall.
The best of XL Primetime Replay is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, helping you be the best when you play.
If Jalen Ramsey can go out there, do what he wants to do, and that's play football, have a challenge like Michael Thomas, I mean, he's a competitor. Say what you will about Jalen. A lot of Jaguar fans don't like him, but the guy at the end of the day wants to play football. Not here, it doesn't seem like, but he doesn't have much of an option right now.
Football season is here, and you know what that means, right? It's time to bet, win, and get paid at MyBookie.ag. MyBookie has odds on every game and more prop bets than any other sports book, and absolutely nobody pays out faster. You get your cash when you want it. Did you know you can bet on games after kickoff or parlay your picks to score a huge profit on a small wager? At MyBookie, you can. Don't play on some no-name sports book. If you're gonna bet this football season, be smart. Bet with the best at MyBookie.ag. Sign up today and MyBookie will double your first deposit. That's up to $1,000 in free money to wager on your favorite teams. Use promo code RADIO right now to get your exclusive double your money offer. That's MyBookie.ag, promo code RADIO. Play, win, and get paid at MyBookie.
Let Captain Kevin lure you into the most Southwest Grill fishing forecast.
Whoa!
Thursday nights at 8. Brought to you by Ring Power, MyBookie, and Marine Max.
Come on.
On 1010XL AM.
If the moments of sexual intimacy with your partner are memories of the past, take note. ED isn't an inevitable part of aging. The urologists of the McKeever Clinic can get you back to feeling like your normal self again. Generic forms of Viagra and Cialis are now available directly at McKeever. Your McKeever doctor will decide if this alternative is right for you, and you can go home the same day with the prescription. McKeever Clinic, innovators in urological care since 1921.
The Truck Accident Law Firm is a national truck crash law firm based right here in Jacksonville, focused on making First Coast roads safer through zealous advocacy for families of those injured or killed by unsafe trucking. The Truck Accident Law Firm focuses exclusively on tractor-trailer, bus, and commercial vehicle crashes. If someone you know is involved in a serious crash with a tractor-trailer or commercial vehicle, contact your local truck crash specialists at truckcrashlaw.com. Non-attorney spokesperson.
Hurricanes aren't the only weather-related danger here in the Sunshine State. Let Southern Oak Insurance show you how we can protect your home. Log on to find out more. SouthernOak.com.
Our family protecting yours. Southern Oak Insurance.
Hi, this is David Cooksey with McCall Service. Put McCall and Centricon, the standalone termite solution, in your starting defensive lineup today and protect your home and family. For pest control, termite control, lawn care, mosquito control, and bed bug elimination. Call McCall. We do it all with Centricon.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
It's an Old Rock Thursday. Music the way it should be, or at least used to be, on The Frangie Show.
Metallica on Old Rock Thursday today as we get closer and closer to the weekend of football and a night of hardball. So what are you going to do, Brooks? You going to have your phone out watching?
Yes, you can watch it on the Fox app.
Right, so you'll have it out?
Yeah, so I'll have it out.
Okay.
Maybe I'll let Brian hold the phone And then
You'll be dancing?
I don't know that I'll be dancing so much,
I thought
but
you danced at all the concerts. Chris Stapleton tonight's what we're talking about.
right. I don't know that you can call what I do dance because as y'all know, I really am more acting out the song lyrics.
Yeah. I think that's dancing.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. It's something. I'm not sure what it is. But yeah.
Now you sit here. You'll stand at the concert and do this?
I will.
Carla and I both kind of like it. We kind of like the lip syncing. We're like, is it going on? It's all over YouTube now, isn't it?
I don't think so.
It's
no.
Mike. It's on YouTube, right? Yeah,
it is. It's huge in Norway.
Yeah.
I can tell you that. We're already getting
because they've never seen a brunette in their lives in Norway.
And I own the right. I want to own the rights to the lip syncing. But I'll pay you. But I'll pay you a percentage of your lip syncing.
All right, I can handle that. Problem is, I don't think anyone's going to pay for it.
You don't think that's happening? Huh?
No, because everybody can lip sync. It's not like I have some sort of special talent.
Everybody can do it. Patriots and Giants tonight. Where are the Giants in terms of franchises? Are they
storied? But
yeah, they are storied.
Yeah.
Are they? Where do you rank them? If you had to rank if you had to go, Cowboys, Packers are clearly 1-2. Steelers are on that list somewhere. Bears probably back in the day. Are the Giants right there?
I think they are. They're 6-7.
And we don't know where to put the Patriots.
I think you have to put them high because they've sustained this, even though they weren't successful before the year 2001.
The Patriots are odd because the Patriots have gone from the Patriots were an invisible franchise until Belichick and Brady. They were an old AFL team. They were the Boston Patriots, and came to the NFL in the merge, and literally never won anything. They went to a Super Bowl. And got crushed by the Bears.
Didn't go well.
No, so they never did anything. So where do you put them? But I don't.
To me, they're not in the top 10.
Yeah, in terms of history, probably not.
And I'm not talking like success.
Yeah, no.
I'm talking about the respect over the years.
The culture on that list. The culture on that list because of Johnny Unitas and Alan Amici, and so the Browns are probably on that list because back in the day, but where the Giants fifth? If you had to rank them, Packers, Cowboys, Steelers, Bears. Are they right there?
To me, the Giants have to be in the top 5. I mean, you've got. I think a lot of people thought that might be where Nick Saban might end up, and the reason was that it's the Giants. It's just I think it has that sort of appeal. I think that appeal is faded, maybe with each generation, but I mean they were it, right? I mean they were the team, So I think as you go through it, and they've been in. I'm 43. I remember obviously Lawrence Taylor. I remember the Parcells championships. So they've had great success. Whether you're an older NFL fan or whether you're a young NFL fan, I think they've won it all in your lifetime. I guess the Giants are maybe 10 years removed from, maybe more, from their last one, but still, if you're in your 30s, you certainly would remember that, or mid-20s. I think that's what separates the Giants is they have had big time success every single generation that has come since since professional football really started.
Tonight, they are a bigger underdog than they've been in their history.
Yes, and they should be. Are
they coming back? Because I do like Daniel Jones. I think there's something there. I don't know enough about the building of that franchise, though. You have a gut on that?
I think that they are going to probably be mediocre for the next few years. I don't, but again, Daniel Jones is the key to that. Saquon Barkley is obviously a generational talent. Evan Ingram is a very underrated tight end, but they're both out tonight. I don't think the Giants are a 17.5-point underdog because they can't compete with the Patriots. I think they're this big of an underdog because they are missing some serious talent tonight. If the Giants were healthy, and the game's in Foxborough, so that's another 4 or 5 points. If the Giants were fully healthy, I would think this line would be 10.5, something like that. But the Giants are pretty crippled, so I think the Giants are a 7-9, 8-8 team, but injuries might make them 5-11.
Yeah, it's supposed to be also really bad weather tonight with gusts of wind up to like 40 miles per hour.
that?
So it'll be, I guess, a good test for Daniel Jones. But right, none of his weapons are going to be there. And from all the things that the New York papers are saying, that the rebuild is an absolute mess.
Let's take a break. Let's talk Seminole football. We come back. Florida State, Clemson. Another thought, maybe a new thought on that game. All coming up. Stay with us.
The Frangie Show, live from the law offices of Brett Hastings' studio on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Jags beat writer Hayes Carline takes you behind enemy lines as he travels with the team to bring back insights and interviews. Behind Enemy Lines is brought to you by Porsche Jacksonville on Atlantic and Pella Windows and Doors on 1010XL.
They say the two happiest days of a boat owner's life are the day he buys his boat.
Woohoo!
And the day he sells it.
Sayonara!
For some, there's a third happy day. The day you join Carefree Boat Club of Jacksonville. Whether you like cruising, water sports, or fishing, your family will love their new cabin cruisers, bow riders, and center consoles. Now with 2 locations in Mayport and Ortiga. Call 904-595-6841 to schedule a free tour today. 595-6841.
Peace of mind. It's one of the most important things we can have and sometimes the most elusive. I'm Eli Anajar from the law offices of Anajar and Levine. Driving our Florida streets may be pleasant, but not always safe. A lot of drivers are not insured or do not have coverage to compensate you if you've been injured in an accident. If you've been involved in an accident, call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
Office in Jacksonville.
Nimnick Chevrolet is the #1 Chevrolet dealership in Jacksonville, and they just won Dealer of the Year for 2018. Some of the reasons they're #1 is that they have the most inventory and the best price guarantee. They've been serving and donating to this community for 78 years, and no one cares more about the customers before, but more importantly, after the sale. That's Nimnick Chevrolet. Head there today, won't you? Nimnick, your friends in the car business since 1941.
Anya here from Colleen's Irish Pub with Mark at Bottlenose Brewing in Tinseltown. We've teamed up with our neighbours celebrating Oktoberfest all month long.
That's right, Anya. We'll be featuring traditional Oktoberfest ales, including $5 Green Room Jackson Lantern, as well as authentic Bavarian cuisine.
Don't miss out on our custom half-litre steins for $20 that you can take home and are good for $5 refills all month. Check out our Facebook pages for all the shenanigans.
Brilliant! Mystic Cornhole Company builds the best high-quality custom boards right here in Jacksonville. Perfect for weddings, tailgating, your business, a day at the beach, and they make a great gift idea. See for yourself at mysticcornholecompany.com.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists helps you be the best when you play and brings you
the best of Into the Night Replay.
The Jaguars win the coin toss on Sunday. I want the ball first. And their time of possession so far this year is over 31 minutes. It's 14th in pro football. All right, they're running the ball right now, 8th best in pro football at 138 yards again. Granted, that is swayed heavily to the second half. Let's get lathered up so you can run the ball right out of the gate. Home crowd.
Does the building you go to work in every day need a little love and attention? Jason Parker here with Performance Painting. Great companies take great care of the buildings their staff and customers walk into every day. If the building you're in doesn't match the vision you have for your company, we can help. Go to performance-painting.com. Our highly trained team makes the difference. Quality coatings applied with pride.
Performance Painting.
Got a clogged drain or a problem with your sewer? Dial 6951901. Don't tell me, let me guess, call Metro Router. Dial 6951901 or MetroRouter.com.
Nobody likes to have plumbing problems at their home or business, but if you do, call Metro Router. We provide fast same-day service with the right parts and equipment on hand to get you up and running. For all your plumbing and septic tank needs, call the best. Just pick up the phone and dial
6951901 or MetroRouter.com.
Don't miss David and Associates All Things Jacksonville. Bruce Arms and Chris Wayne talk Jacksonville history, people, places, and events with great guests and stories. Saturdays from 11 to noon on 1010XL.
Florida. Welcome to Save Yourself with Geico.
You gather some coworkers around your laptop to watch the funniest video ever.
So funny.
But nobody is laughing. You couldn't save yourself from the next 3 minutes of unlaughable regret. But you could save yourself hundreds by switching your car insurance to Geico.
Yes.
You could save on motorcycle, boat, and RV insurance too.
Nice.
Plus, the Geico Insurance Agency could help you save on renter's insurance.
Oh.
While your sense of humor has become your biggest problem, you should know Geico is the largest auto insurer in the state.
Okay.
Geico even has a 97% customer satisfaction rating
Huh.
and has been helping people save money for over 75 years.
Ooh.
And while your little video party isn't going as expected, you could expect more savings like federal and military discounts from your local Geico agent.
You couldn't save yourself from a laughless video flop, but you could save yourself hundreds with Geico online, over the phone, or at your local office.
Hey Jacksonville, Safety Tom here with Remedy Staffing. We are urging employers to better understand heat stress and train employees on how to prepare themselves for the summer heat. For tips on how to prepare your workforce, reach out to me, Tom, at tb5@remedystaff.com.
So I'm here with Danny Van Sickle, Director of the Electrical Training Alliance. Danny, tell me about your program.
Hey Rick, we're a 5-year electrical apprenticeship. Our students start out making over $30,000 a year and right now graduate making over $80,000 a year including benefits. There is no tuition and no student debt. You just have to apply and get accepted.
Did you say no tuition and no student debt?
You heard that right, Rick. Once you're accepted into the program, your only costs are the books and the course fees, around $700 a year.
Wow, that sounds like an amazing opportunity. How can I learn more?
Just go to etajax.org and you can apply there.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
It's an old rock Thursday. Music the way it should be, or at least used to be, on The Frangie Show.
You're hearing a little Metallica on this old rock Thursday. That's because Metallica is coming to the Welcome to Rockville Festival this May 8th, 9th, and 10th at the Daytona International Speedway. That, of course, is going to be a fantastic show, and you can win a pair of general admission passes right now. Caller number 3-641-1010. If you don't win, don't worry. The passes go on sale Monday, October 14th. But, of course, you don't want to miss Metallica as they make history performing 2 headlining nights featuring 2 incredible sets and sharing an unforgettable weekend of rock at Welcome to Rockville. And we have one more pair of passes to give away, so of course, keep listening.
The Noles play Clemson. I don't think they're going to win. But the closer we get to 3:30 on Saturday, the closer we get, the more I find myself thinking FSU found a little something there. I'm still not sold on Willie Taggart. That has not changed for me. But I want to applaud him. He's trying to get it fixed. He changed out his offensive coordinator and brought in Kendall Browse and asked him to rebuild the thing. He realized he should have made a move on defense too, so he was very proactive even when the season began and went and got Jim Leavitt to help the cause and probably do more than we even realize he's doing. From everything you hear, he really is cleaning up some of the negativity. We talk about how Will Muschamp cleaned up the locker room from some of the bad people, which I'll always believe Will did. I also believe Willie Taggart. I don't know that FSU had bad people, but there certainly wasn't much of a commitment to academics. You could see that in the APR report. And I think he's really worked hard to clean that up, which I think matters. I think it does matter. So to Taggart, I'm not sold Willie Taggart is the long-term answer. I don't believe that. I may come to believe it. I'm not saying I'm convinced he's not, but I don't believe it right now. I'm not convinced of it right now. But I do think he's cleaned up the academic side. I think that's legit. I don't think that's just a bunch of BS. He certainly was proactive when he realized he had the wrong offensive coordinator, wrong offensive plan. Now, it helped him that Walt Bell got a job as the UMass coach. Would he have run him out of there? I don't know, but he did. And I think he's starting to try and clean up the defense even in season. So I applaud what Willie's trying to do, and I mean that. So, and look, Clemson almost lost to North Carolina. That's not a mirage. They almost lost the game to a very pedestrian North Carolina team, by all accounts. Well coached and will be good under Mac Brown, but very pedestrian. And they somehow found a way to win the game. So clearly there's cracks in the armor of Clemson. There's no debating that. Clearly, FSU found a touch of momentum. There's no debating that. So that tells me that this is – now, Clemson's pissed because of the UNC thing. We're probably headed to 41-24 here. I don't think it's close at the end. But I also don't think – would you say it was, Lauren, 59-10 last year?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's that either. I think the gap narrows a little bit. That's how I see the game.
Well, and I thought talking to Tom Block yesterday, he pointed out, I mean, he would know. He was right there. He said they quit last year.
Right.
That's why it was 59-10.
Right.
Florida State quit. And he made the point that it was a scoreless first quarter, which I forgot about. But then when he said that, I was like, oh, that's right. They had the field goal, and they roughed them, and then Clemson scored, and then the wheels completely fell off. So I think from a culture standpoint, Florida State's in a better position to handle adversity. And Clemson doesn't have that front. If I was a Clemson fan, I would certainly be nervous going into this game. I would be surprised to have a Clemson fan tell me I'm not nervous at all. Now, maybe that's because as a Florida fan, I will always be nervous when they play Florida State. And maybe Clemson hasn't been burned by that as much as I've been. But I think because of the talent that Florida State still has, I think that if Clemson plays poorly, they can get upset here. And they certainly have they have the edge in coaching. They have the edge in venue. They have the massive edge in quarterback, all that stuff. I even think Florida State's biggest edge in terms of acres, I mean, well, Clemson has a great running back. So it's not like they don't have that. But I think when you look at it, I'm anxious to see, can Florida State get to Trevor Lawrence? For all the things that Clemson hasn't done well, they are protecting him. And for all the things he's not doing well, he is being decisive, at least with his decisions. They're just not resulting in as high a completion percentage as you'd like to see. But he's only been sacked 3 times. So that, I think, is going to be the key. If Lawrence has time, Clemson's had a bye week to figure things out. They've got T. Higgins, who I think is going to be trouble for Florida State to match up with. So I think Florida State is going to put at least a minor scare into Clemson. But I absolutely think there's a chance this is a game that there's 5 minutes left and it's a one-possession game and maybe Florida State has the ball. I think Florida State's going to play Clemson tough. I don't think they're going to beat them, but I think Florida State will easily cover the 27.
Yeah, I think it's a lot closer of a game, too. The only thing that I do wonder is how healthy is Trevor Lawrence? He suffered a shoulder bruise when they beat Texas A&M, and then he was roughed up a little bit when they beat North Carolina by just the 1 point, obviously. But if Florida State can get to him and if he is injured, then the tables certainly turn. The only problem to me, though, for Florida State is I don't think James Blackman is the right guy to start at quarterback to be able to get their offense moving, and their defense certainly has been porous at times. Well, you hand that ball off if you're Clemson and see a ETN.
What if this game was in Tallahassee?
I think it would be I would still pick Clemson.
Me too.
But I think there is danger here for Clemson.
Yeah.
Because of just the talent.
Yeah, and Clemson showed they're not invincible in Chapel Hill. If Clemson had won that game 44-10, I wouldn't feel that way no matter where this one was being played. Doesn't matter, it's not being played in Tallahassee, but you know what I mean? I would feel there's something there. I will say this. When I sit down in front of my television on Saturday afternoon and they kick this thing off, I'm going to have some interest in seeing how long FSU hangs around in this thing, maybe longer than people think.
The only reason, if it was in Tallahassee, and I feel like I would want to pick Florida State, but your kicker isn't making your field goals. When you talk about playing against a team that's a little bit more talented than you, you've got to be able to do everything right on special teams especially, and they're not there with Aguayo.
We will take a break and get it back to some Jaguars football. That comes up in just a bit. Don't forget, Jimmy Himes at the bottom of the hour talking SEC football. Jags are up next, though, on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
The Frangie Show, live from the law offices of Brett